The following video was supposed to be the second part of our mini campaign between the Necrons and the 5th Company. But we only ever played the first turn, and so be advised, it is not a full battle report. Yeah. If you want to watch it and then afterwards hear us talk about our thoughts on it, you're very welcome to it, but you've been warned. It's not a complete battle report. Thank you for tuning in, and welcome to Errant Battles! I'm here with the Sleeping Bear, and we're continuing our narrative from last episode.
Yep.
So, what happened last episode?
Last episode, we were coming to get our shard. You were coming to get the relic.
Yes.
And basically,
which happened to be the same object.
And basically, you got the relic.
Yeah.
And slaughtered most of my army.
Yeah. The small force of Primaris who has been cut off from the rest of the Dark Angel force basically went, I think there are some sentinel robots in the way, we better stomp them and take this thing and go.
Yeah, and they did. Yeah. So now Anarchy and Orokin are back, but with the vengeance.
And hurt pride.
And I've hurt pride in Anarchy's case.
So what they're gonna do now is they try to take control of the spaceport to prevent the Dark Angels from leaving and thus killing them by planet.
Yeah.
Because if you saw the last episode, we're playing on a planet that is weeks away from being swallowed by a red star.
Exactly.
A red giant.
Yeah.
So, sadly, for the Dark Angels, the only people who are deployed at the spaceport at this moment are a tech marine with a small bodyguard to pick up some travel logs.
Yeah.
And prepare the abandoned ships for takeoff to take the Dark Angels back home.
Yeah. But it's a pretty armored force.
It is a Tech Marines force. Yeah. So let's have a look at the armies. So, Sleeping Bear, what do we have here?
We have 6 wraiths.
Yes.
As they are, no upgrades.
Mm-hmm.
We have 5 Lich Guard, Sword and Board with Anarchy, basically the same setup as last time.
Yes.
Spider with its twin particle beamer.
Uh-huh.
We have 6 Scarabs.
Yup.
We have 5 mortal Ghost Blasters, 5 mortal Tesla Carbines.
Mm-hmm.
We have Oricon with 10 Warriors.
5 of them were beyond repair.
Yeah, at least beyond immediate repair.
Yeah.
And then we have a Doomsday Arc.
Dun dun dun.
Which might get shot down before it does anything, but we'll see.
Yeah. So, for the Dark Angels, I have a Whirlwind with the small but many missiles. I don't remember what they're called. I have a Venerable Dreadnought with a double twin autocannons. I have a tac squad of 5 tacticals. I have 5 tacticals, one of them with a plasma gun, everybody else with a boulder. I have a Razorback with twin las cannons housing my Tech Marine, as seen in the Sharpies video, and a 5-man tactical squad with a single flamer. Everybody else has boulders. Another twin las cannon Razorback, a duplicate tactical squad, and a chaplain who will be the warlord. He's there to oversee operations because no Dark Angel really trusts a Tech Marine.
Yep.
Then I have the relic, my Diamond's Pattern Plasma Destructor Predator, which I'm really looking forward to see in action. And then, boom, 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 I have my Fire Raptor.
And a lot of shots.
Yeah, that is a lot of shots and a lot of wounds for this scale of battle.
Yeah.
We're at 1,500 points. So, and I hit that on the nose. So, those are the armies. This is the battlefield we'll be fighting over. This is obviously the outskirts of the spaceport. Loads of cargo and silos and stuff ready to be shipped off before the planet was abandoned by humans.
Yeah.
And unless Sleeping Bear can seize the initiative, I will be taking the first turn.
Yeah. So I'll just clear away both of these dice. And I'll be rolling this one.
No. Do you want to command point that?
No.
And we, once again, we both have 6 command points.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we basically each brought a battalion.
Yeah.
So, we'll be right back with Dark Angels, turn 1. So, for movement, the flyer has to move, no choice in that. And it has to move at least 20. So, measuring base spot to base spot, because that is way easier to make sure I don't. It actually, yeah. And 1. No, I can't do that. Sorry, it has to first turn, then move. Yeah. If it wants to turn. So, we'll do something else. Learning. Yeah, and there. If I don't want to turn it, then it can turn and go. Yeah, actually, so if I turn it like this and move it in a straight line till here, yeah, then it is my big fear, of course, is that I'll be forced to fly it off the board.
Yeah.
Though that is not a very nice spot for it to be, and it can fly longer than 20, so it'll probably be better off here.
Yeah.
Because then turning and go there,
yeah,
is probably better.
Yeah.
And now it's not taking all my line of sight.
No.
Oh, it's up in the air, so no.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was the flyer.
Yeah.
The tanks are all gonna remain stationary.
Yeah.
Do I want to disembark anybody? Yeah, might as well. Disembarking these tacticals. And oh, how's that? That is, they have to start up within 3.
Yeah.
And then they have their regular movement.
Yeah.
So they can just fall up here.
Yeah.
Get behind the green power armors. There is a certain South Park vibe to that. Whoop. And the second Marine, knowing his job, will just stand behind this Razorback. So he's ready to go to either side, depending on where he's needed.
Yeah.
This squad will also disembark out here. Keeping the flamers in the back, because they won't be relevant till Overwatch time. As I have a theory that these angry ass Necrons are coming for me. Just a feeling I get.
Yeah, and the chopper
We'll jump out and stand in between these two squads.
Okay.
Actually no, he'll stand between the two rhinos, because then they're closer than him as long as they're alive.
Yeah.
And he can still run up once the fighting starts.
Yeah.
So, that was movement.
Now shoot it.
Now boom!
Yeah.
So, need to prioritize some targets here. I want to get the big ghost or not ghost arc annihilation barge.
No, Doomsday Arc.
Doomsday Arc. I just paint these things. I want to kill it, but it has this nasty shield where if I shoot it with last cannons, it most likely laugh at me.
Yeah.
But then again, it is the thing with the big cannon that will start taking out tanks.
Yeah.
So we have to remove it.
Yeah.
So we'll just there, measurement.
Yep. What are you starting with?
I'm starting with figuring out if my stone bolt is in range of anything. I don't think so. Ah, they suck. Nope. So bolt is on neither, not either. So that'll not be this time. So big guns only. So yeah, starting with this predator, razorback,
Yeah.
shooting into the barge.
The arc, yeah.
Yeah. So 2 shots.
Yeah. Hitting on 3s.
Yeah. That's a good start.
Nope.
Not gonna command point it. Second razorback, kind of the same. Better.
Yeah.
Wounding on.
It has toughness. I believe it has toughness 6 or 8.
So wounding on 3s.
Just check.
I don't double you, and I definitely have.
Yeah, it's 6.
So 2 wounds.
Yeah.
Do you have a save?
I don't think I have a save against that. Let me just check. It has a 4+ save as far as I remember. Yeah, it has a 4+ save. And you have -4, right?
Our last cannon, yeah.
Yeah.
No, -3.
-3, but that's still enough.
Yes. Are you throwing my stuff at the floor?
Yeah.
That's a bit early for a tantrum.
So let's see how many wounds you do.
Yeah.
That's
Ooh,
good. Actually, good
that's
for you.
really good.
I have a quantum shielding on it.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, I roll, and if there's a 1, I ignore it.
Yes. There is a 1.
There is a 1.
Just 2 wounds.
Just 2 wounds.
Out of
14 as far as I remember. But this thing gets worse as it gets down.
Yeah. So I just have to get 7 off before something happens.
Yeah.
So the Predator, just have to double check how the range of the laser distractor, or not laser distractor, plasma distractor. Oh, 4 world names. 36. So that means I can shoot that at. Could you pull it a bit?
Pull?
Yeah. 36. There.
Nope.
No, so not that. So the plasma thingy
Yeah.
will shoot into the warriors.
Yeah.
So let's start with that. It is heavy 2d3.
Okay.
So 3 shots.
Yeah. It's on.
Hits on 3s, strength 7. Where is my my captain?
Yeah.
3 out?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god. This is not good.
Nope.
Well, 2 last cannons into the
Yeah.
big boat.
Yeah.
Hitting on 3s.
1.
Wounding on 3. Yes. Doing
Yeah.
2 wounds.
Not saved.
So, at least there's that. Ooh, oh. Not going as I planned. Dreadnought.
Yeah.
Rocking range 48, so that should be fine for the.
Yeah.
So that is 8 shots.
Yeah. Hitting on 2s.
Yes. Yes. No ones.
No ones.
And that is strength 7.
So that's 3s.
Yeah, for the, you.
6.
That is really nice. And it is a -1 to your AP.
Okay. So that is 5+.
Yes. And there are 2 wounds each, so this might actually be the solution for that one.
Yeah. Just one.
So all of these needs to be ones.
Yeah.
Nope.
Nope.
So that is 6, 12.
12. That will take it out, actually.
Woo! The Dreadnought is back in 8th edition.
I'll be damned. That was good.
Uh-huh. Does it explode?
It does on a 6.
And I still have guns left.
Yeah, that was...
I didn't expect to still have guns left.
No, that was very, 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 very effective. Let me just check. That
Yes.
is 12 wounds, right?
Yep.
It had 14 to start with. It's taken 4.
Yeah.
So it'll definitely... Yep. And I will roll... On a 6 it explodes?
Mm-hmm. Nope.
So I'll just remove that.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow. Really wow.
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
Next.
I have a whirlwind and
a bird.
And a big bird.
And what do we want to remove? It is tempting to just start banging at the wraiths, actually.
Yeah.
Especially because the whirlwind doesn't need line of sight.
Yeah.
So starting with the whirlwind. Just double checking. Still so many new things. It has the Castellan launcher. So that'll be strength 6, no AP, 1 damage. That's perfect for invul save guys.
Yeah.
And it is how many shots? 2d6 shots.
Okay.
So 8.
8.
Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 4s, right?
No, it's toughness 5.
So wounding on 3s.
And a 3-up invul.
Yo. Whoa, you can roll ones too.
I really can. I'll just check how many wounds they have each. I believe it's 3. So that's a death wraith.
Not too shabby.
Yep. 3 wounds each. Oh, that's just a death wraith.
And they don't come back now.
Nope.
I'm very happy they don't. At least until you get a codex. That might be a stratagem or something to
Yeah.
help you out. So the bird
Yeah.
will open up all its guns into the wraiths too.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
I don't like them. I'm afraid of them. So what do we have? Oh, so many guns. 2 quad heavy bolters, 1 twin Avenger bolt cannons, and 2 twin Hellstrike launchers. The quad heavy bolters, let's take them one at a time because my hands are not big enough for that many days. That's 12. And it has power of the machine spirit, so it doesn't care that it had to move. 12, hitting on 3s.
Yeah.
Wounding on 4s because of strength 5.
Just 2.
Just 2. You have a 3 of invul. 1 wound.
1 wound.
And they're just 1 damage. So another gun exactly like it. That's 8. 4 more. So I'm a bit slow this morning, but it is kind of early compared to when we normally play.
Yeah.
3s. 4s. That's better.
That's 5 saves, 3 up.
Mm-hmm.
1 more.
Yep. Well, slowly but surely.
Yep.
Then the twin Avenger bolt cannon. That's 10 shots. Whoop. Yes. Hitting on 3s. Whoop. Wounding on 3s. Strength 6.
Yeah.
Yep. And that is 2 wounds each.
Okay. One, two, three.
So first one dies,
First one dies.
next one dies.
Next one dies.
And then we have the missiles.
Yeah.
They just have 2 shots each, so that'll be 4.
Hitting on threes.
Hitting on 3s. Yes. And that's strength 8, so wounding on 3s.
Yeah.
3, and they are 3 wounds each.
Exactly enough to.
Yeah.
So if I don't make any of these saves, the rates are gone. So one more dice.
Yes, that
I think I will actually command point that.
I get that.
Because I need them to still be a threat. And it doesn't work.
Nope. I forgot something very important just before.
What?
First blood!
First blood. That is true.
First blood!
There once was a boat,
That once was a boat.
so I have a victory point.
Yeah.
I also seem to have misplaced my command point.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That's it.
that is all the guns in the Dark Angel army.
Yeah.
Morale for the Wraith, they're immune, I think.
I'll just check, but I believe they are. They're beast. I didn't remember the rules for beast, if there are any.
There are not.
They're not.
It's just a keyword.
It's just a keyword.
Only keyword that has rules is fly, I believe.
No, they are not fearless.
Oh. And they lost 4 friends.
Yeah.
And have leadership 10.
Yeah.
So they are just within being safe. So, yep, we're a bit slow this morning, but that was Dark Angel turn 1.
Yep.
We'll be right back with Necrons.
Yeah.
Turn 1. So, that was quick.
That was quick. Rifleman Dreadnought.
Rifleman Dreadnought. Wow.
Venerable Rifleman Dreadnought for the win. Actually, just for the win.
Yeah.
Because it took it took 12 wounds off my 14 wound Doomsday Arc
From across the board.
from across the board, which meant that you still had some guns left over. Actually, if you had started there, you might have had a couple of last cannons more as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we would have ended up with a little more dead on my side, because they could have taken a couple of wraiths.
Yeah.
And then there would be no wraiths left. So with this setup and these two lists against each other,
There was not going to be a fun battle.
it was not going to be a fun battle. It would.
I think I accidentally made a super cheesy list.
I wouldn't say super cheesy, maybe a bit cheesy, but light cheddar.
And that was actually not my intention. I thought I would focus on armor, but then leave myself vulnerable to melee and not have any super cool characters, no buff bubbles and stuff like that. But
And I think with a different list, I might have stood a chance. I'm considering what I might have done. I think different HQ choices for sure. Anarcha is not. I mean, he needs to get within 12 to do anything to
and the other guy is melee.
And the other guy is melee, and doesn't have an invuln save.
No, and exactly. I mean, you were not going to survive crossing the board on foot.
No. But I think Vargad Oberyn, Nemesis Sandrix might have helped me.
Deceiver.
And Deceiver as well. I think maybe more boom barges or
more targets, because after removing after making the wraith so that I was pretty confident that I could actually take them once they arrived.
Yeah.
And removing the big gun.
Yeah.
It was basically just the list from last time. Small squads, and I think these tanks would make pretty short work of those.
Yeah. I think maybe also spamming scarabs would be a possibility.
Yeah. And that would look cool.
And would look cool. I think the spider is. I'm not sure it's gonna be worth it. I don't know. I think what it should. We haven't modeled it with the fabricator claw array. Because
I did magnetize it back when I built it, but I only magnetized the part up here.
Yeah.
And I think the fabricator claws would require us to have chosen something else for these.
Yeah, I think so too. But they might be. It might be interesting, because if I had like 2 Doomsday Arcs and one of them survived with some hull points, I might get it back up with living metal and that, because it repairs 1d3 wounds and then.
But yeah, I think Eidik Beer had a point when he said, don't have one thing to do a job. Have at least 3 things that could do that job, because if you don't get first turn, you might have lost that thing that was supposed to do that.
Yeah, and I need, like...
I mean, if you took out one of my tanks,
Yeah.
I still have... I had 4 Rhino chassis tanks that all pretty much fit the same job.
Yeah.
And I had 3 identical small 5-man squads who just stood in the way.
Yeah. And I mean, I have a lot of infantry, and basically they serve very little purpose. Except, if it came into an infantry battle, sure I'd win, but you have a lot of tanks.
Yeah.
That's the point.
Exactly. And actually, while I think the Fire Raptor is really good, it also costs a lot of points.
Yeah.
All those tanks in the Dreadnought, they're dirt cheap.
Yeah, like, the Dreadnought is 130.
Yeah, I think so. And the tanks are less than that.
Yeah. And I mean, like, 8 shots hitting on 2s, doing 2 wounds each, is perfect against the Necron vehicles.
Yeah, really is. I was stoked when I was rolling the dice. I was like, I expected that it was the last cannons who were supposed to do stuff, but they pretty much just failed.
Yeah.
But then again, if we continue playing, the last cannons would start to do stuff like taking out the speeder, or let the Fire Raptor remove all the warriors and then last cannon down Orican.
And stuff like that. I mean, and you've decimated me to a point where even last cannons firing into warriors, yeah, it's kind of a waste.
But I have so many last cannons.
Exactly.
I have 4 last cannons. I have
6 last cannons.
6 last cannons, yeah.
And then there's the Whirlwind, which could easily, like, you could focus fire easily 1 to 2 units a turn.
Yeah, which means when you arrive for the melee, the chaplain would take his croziers and just start ripping apart what's left.
Yeah, and you have 15 Marines less enough who would start pouring boulder fire into me.
Yeah, and who are actually better than most Necrons in melee.
Yeah.
If nothing else than just because they have that nasty pistol.
Yeah. So I think basically
what I could have done I have flamers on my squads, so they're perfect to just stand there and be like, yeah, come closer.
Yeah. What I could have done in the deployment phase was set up my my Doomsday Ark in the
opposite side of the table.
Opposite side of the table, in the like far corner behind the containers, because then the Rifleman Dreadnought wouldn't be able to shoot it, and one of the Racebacks wouldn't be able to shoot it. And I might be able to survive them. Maybe.
Yeah, but you would. First of all, you might lack targets. No?
Yeah.
And also, it wouldn't stop the Fire Raps and the Whirlwind from
Nope.
just. And they didn't shoot at it because it was dead.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and I think they could have done pretty much the same job on it. I mean, that amount of 2 damage shots.
Yeah, exactly. So, I'm thinking I need to rethink how I approach tank-heavy lists.
Yeah. And just because we don't want all the battles to go like this, I need to balance my lists instead of saying, okay, I want to try tanks, I want to try primaries. I think I might need to mix it up a bit, because it seems in 8th edition that spamming is really powerful.
Yeah. And I think maybe like the 10-man squads of warriors.
Mm-hmm.
I know some people like them, like Eidik does.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's because morale versus reanimation protocols.
Yeah,
that 10 is the sweet spot.
That might be true, but weight of fire, like 10 warriors don't do a lot.
No, and Space Marines doesn't have as hard a time removing them as other armies might.
No, I think, maybe like 10
Imagine if I was playing another chapter and actually have tactical tactics.
Yeah, I was considering that as well, and then it would be even more of a slaughter. Also, I think like 10-man immortal squads might actually be the way to go as well, because like having even...
This is the part where you, as the viewer, could tell us what you think, because I'm going to have to paint up more Necrons, obviously. I thought I was about done with the Necron army, just needing a couple of boxes down from the shelf and onto the painting table, but apparently we need to go back to eBay and find more old Necrons.
Yeah. Also, I have a bone to pick with all of you, because you wanted him to paint tanks. I disagree heavily with that. He really doesn't need more tanks.
I don't have... I actually have 2 Land Raiders, and I have not painted any of them.
Yeah. No, seriously, I think it's fun to try stuff like this, even if it was like this was obviously not the longest, but most engaging battle report and stuff like that. But it's fun to see what happens,
especially in a new edition.
In a new edition,
if we're still doing battles like this next year, I'll be embarrassed.
Also, and I'll be very much looking forward to both the Dark Angels Codex and the Necron Codex.
And chapter approved. Because also this is the first battle where we've really seen why so many people say this auto going first, because I could put half my army into my Razorbacks.
Yeah.
And you had 4 drops left when I was done.
Yeah.
So I was dead sure of getting the first turn and just removing everything you had that I was afraid of.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think the new scenarios in chapter approved, where you just get +1 to who goes first if you have done, might actually fix it.
That might actually, because it would have been quite different, I think, if I had gone first.
On the paper, I thought, no, it needs to be big to have few guys, because because having 4 units left to set up when I'm done setting up can be really powerful too.
Yeah.
But the first turn is as powerful as people say. So I bow down to the wisdom of Frontline Gaming. They were right. Damn, I'm still stunned by that rifleman.
Yeah, but I think now we need to. The Necrons are going back to the drawing board. They are leaving.
What happened lore-wise, obviously, was they tried to take the spaceport, and the Tech Marine were no. No, you can't.
Yeah,
my spaceport.
Yeah, and Anarcha saw defeat in the eye and said, "I better get TFO."
Yeah, I think what he was saying was, I don't think that's a Nightbringer shot, and I don't want that Space Marine tech.
Yeah, that's his story, and he's sticking to it.
And the Diviner foresaw that it was a good time to leave.
Yeah.
After being shut down and then coming back with his big guns, and they got shut down. I'm leaving.
Yeah. I think also maybe different HQ choices. I know that he has Mind in the Machine, but I have a hard time seeing it making it there.
Unless you have some way of getting him close and having first turn.
Yeah. Otherwise, I might bring Imotech. The Stormlord might be. I want to see how the
his lightning strike
called the Storm thingy goes, because that might actually help with those kind of guys.
Oh yeah. Also, there is the chance of some funny stuff happening once the tanks start blowing out.
Yeah, exactly. And if you can make one tank blow up and then do some damage to the other ones, and then it blows up, and might be fun. But I think most of all,
I think you need some tanks yourself, because there was nothing I couldn't just take off the board if I didn't want it to be there.
Oh.
I just have to pick and choose the order I wanted to remove it in.
Yeah, and I think maybe having 18 Scarabs inside a monolith.
We have 20 Scarab bases.
Yeah, having 18 Scarabs inside a monolith, which drops down, engorges them out, and they charge.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That would completely change the scenario.
That it would, and it comes down 12 away. They deploy 3 away, but then they have moved.
Yeah.
That's a movement, but that's still a 9-inch charge. But with 3 squads, there's a good chance one of them will get into contact.
Yeah, I think it might not be able. I think it drops down at the end of the movement phase, so they might not actually be able to exit that turn. But if it survives a turn, it
also moves closer, and then the charges. And then we're back to, you don't need 1 monolith. You need 2, because unlike the rest of us, you just choose which one to pull them out of.
Yeah. Or maybe Monolith and a Night Scythe. They share Tomb World, so it could also just beam them down, like...
You need to get closer if you want to melee, or you need to have bigger guns and more ammo if you if you want to shoot
and
out.
Monolith is good because it fulfills both purposes.
Yeah.
It has big guns, but it also... and lots of them, but it also serves as a way to get into melee. And I think that's what I have for now, but I'm looking very much forward to reading the comments and seeing if you have something.
I really hope we get some comments on this one, especially from you guys out there who know more about Necrons than we do, because Dark Angels right now, they're pretty much the most vanilla Space Marines, especially because I've chosen to hold back painting up more Deathwing and Ravenwing, because I want to see the Codex. So I'm just painting Primaris and Greenwing, and it works. I mean, they no longer need those baggles. I mean, last edition baggles or die.
Yeah. Or ally with knights or die, basically.
Yeah.
But that was the whole thing.
But also just because power armor is getting old at some point, I'm gonna build up my Skitarii army.
Yeah.
And we have Mother Nurgle coming in with the Chaos army, so we'll get some more variation, because these two games told me that we need to variate stuff more.
Yeah. I think that would be interesting also because right now we have elite infantry versus elite infantry and stuff like
also
that.
Ronan has a ton of armies.
Yeah. So I'll be looking forward to that in the
Definitely.
future.
So let us know what you think. Please like and subscribe. Don't like this video, actually. That would be weird. It's a weird video. But subscribe, because good videos are coming.
We promise.
I don't expect likes on this one. So take care, and
Bye-bye.